What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Whether it's your first time, your third time, your 3,000th time, I don't know what you're doing, but thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be listening to Captain Beefheart and his magic band with the song, hold on, Her Eyes Are a Blue Million Miles. This is off of the album Clear Spot, which was released in 1972. So this song came up a few times in the band I've definitely heard of. I haven't heard a thing from them as far as I know. Now, because, every once in a while I talk to you guys in the comments. On my list for long songs and sides and stuff, I have Trout Mask Replica on my list, okay? It's an album I've always heard about. I've seen the album cover through the years, even before doing this channel or anything like that, and I've just never listened to it, right? It just looks funny and weird. And the name of the band, of course, is kind of interesting. And I was responding to one of you in the comments, and I said, is this a good album to start with, Trout Mask Replica? And you're like, oh, that's a little hard to get into. So, question for you guys. Some of you have been watching for a long time, and you kind of know my taste, and, do you guys think I would like that album? Is that one I should listen to on the channel, like side by side? Because I think it's a double LP, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Should we give it a listen, give it a whirl? Regardless, we're going to at least start off with this track. This would be hopefully a nice introduction into the band. Maybe I can kind of get an idea of their style, which once again, I don't even know what they are. I'm not looking at anything right now. I just have the lyrics pulled up in the Wikipedia page. Let's go ahead and find out. Thank you so much for being here. This is Captain Beefheart and his magic band with Her Eyes Are a Million Miles. Probably talking about the ocean. It's my guess.
I look at her and she looks at me. In her eyes I see the sea. I don't see what she sees in a man like me. She says she loves me. Her eyes, yeah, her eyes. Her eyes are a blue million miles. Far as I can see, she loves me. Her eyes, yeah, her eyes are a blue million miles. Far as I can see, she loves me. Yeah, her eyes, yeah, her eyes. Her eyes are a blue million miles. I look at her and she looks at me, and in her eyes I see the sea. I can't see what she sees in a man like me, but she says she loves me. Yeah, her eyes are a blue million miles. Yeah, her eyes, yeah, her eyes. Oh, her eyes are a blue million miles. Her eyes, yeah, her eyes. Oh, her eyes are a blue million miles.
So I'm sure that this song probably isn't overly representative of Captain Beefheart's sound, right? This was a little too easy to get into, and from what I heard, Captain Beefheart is not always very easy to get into. So this was like a blues song But one thing I really liked is some of the notes that were being played on the piano sounded like soul music. So like if you were to convert the guitar notes into vocals, those harmonies and those sounds would sound very soulful, which I really like. His vocals, this would be Captain Beefheart himself. I wonder how he got that name. His vocals are extremely, like, there's that rough gradient to them. And he kind of just lets his voice go as the song goes on, which I think is an interesting vocal style because it gets closer to your true voice. When you're singing, you usually kind of, for lack of a better word, prettying up your voice. You know, like you actually not strain, but you're using different muscles in your voice to sing and produce a nice sound. What he's doing, it almost sounds like he's not using some of those music muscles in his throat, and he's just kind of like putting out the words. And yeah, they sound good, but as it goes on, that gradient begins to get a little bit rougher and rougher, which I think is a nice texture in this song because it works very well. Another thing I thought was interesting is some of the notes as the song is playing become very monotonous and repetitive. They'll just stay on two notes, like for a while, a little bit longer than at least myself on a first listen I would expect, which I think is nice because it kind of lulls you into a little bit of unpredictability. It leads you into unpredictable waters because now you don't know when that note is going to change. It doesn't change on a place or at a place that you would expect or a person would expect. It kind of leads you on. You're like, oh, we're still here dancing with these two notes, which I just think is a really nice way of doing that, giving you the unexpected. But then the notes in doing that also kind of hypnotize you a little bit, mesmerize you, astound. Here,
I can see
just those two notes.
she loves me. Yeah, right.
And then they break back into this
Yeah,
rhythm.
right.
I like that. I mean, obviously the notes change, you know, but it's still that same rhythm. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Let's go ahead and get into the lyrics, which they didn't seem too abstract or hard. I look at her and she looks at me. In her eyes, I see the sea. I don't see what she sees in a man like me. She says she loves me. There's a lot of S's in here. There's a lot of C's in here. But long story short, he looks into her eyes. He sees the sea. He sees an open and endless horizon of beauty. And he thinks to himself, well, I see this in her. What does she see when she looks at me? And he's just astounded that someone with her beauty can even look at him, can even be with him, can love him. Her eyes, yeah, her eyes are a blue million miles far as I can see. She loves me. Her eyes, yeah, her eyes are a blue million miles far as I can see. She loves me. Her eyes are a blue million miles. He just repeats that really going on. This is just a song to get lost into. I would imagine, because I don't know anything else by the band, but I would think that this is kind of like the easier song to get into. I wonder how it fits into this album. Now, once again, I leave you guys with the question. Should I listen to Trout Mask Replica? I think that's the name of the album. Make sure I'm saying the name of the album right. Yeah, Trout Mask Replica. I've seen that album cover so many times in my life, and it's just weird. Let me know what you guys thought of the track. You can let me know in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed your listen. I hope that you enjoyed your stay here. Hope that you come back tomorrow for whatever else we have going on. Thank you, as always, for being here, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.